boss always wins. Play long enough, you never change the stakes. The house takes you. Unless, when that perfect hand comes along, you bet big, and then you take the house. Been practicing this a little bit. Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed.
That was good. I liked it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Easy Bets podcast. I'm your host, Logan, and with me in the studio, Nick Von Brick.
What's up?
With us on the ones and twos, Joseph Ascani.
Yo.
Episode 142, that we are on to the divisional round of the playoffs. We're going to recap a very profitable first wild card round of the NFL playoffs and just kind of recap everything that happened. First things first, I got a couple different things that I'm going to talk about. No best and worst this week. At least I don't have anything. If you have anything specific you want to mention, you can. But everyone listening right now, stop what you're doing. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, go over to the YouTube page. You can help us by going to the Big Easy Bets TV YouTube page. Hit subscribe. I've been giving out winners hand over fist, luckily, as it's been going. Got another play of the day up today, and yeah, you can help us out by hitting subscribe there. And, I mean, I've hit 5 out of my last 6, 6 out of my last 8, 13 out of my last 19. The list goes on. But, yeah, in all seriousness, you can help us out by going and hitting the subscribe button over there. Oh, so I guess we can talk about what happened on Saturday.
Do we have to?
Yeah, I guess really it was kind of a non-factor for you in terms of, like, it was just kind of a regular Saturday. Like, nothing super crazy happened for you, unless whatever happened when y'all went off.
Oh, no, nothing.
So, yeah, we went bowling, and the purpose was we might have to run that back, to be honest. It's not really. We didn't I didn't prepare well enough and want enough footage to get. So, I don't know how we would piece that together other than clips, you know?
Yeah.
I'm always down to go bowl again.
Yeah. So, yeah, we went bowling, go scout out a potential spot for a Big Easy Bets bowling tournament, and we decided to do a 2v2 friendly wager. Every gutter ball you threw, you have to shotgun a beer. Every strike you got, you had to shotgun a beer. And it was bad.
It was brutal.
That was the most drunk I've been in a long time. That was the first time I've thrown up that I can remember. I think since, like, 2000, when we were in Austin. That was like probably 2016.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten hammered to where I threw up in quite some time. So anyway, we were there very early with an interesting crowd of people that are bowling it as soon as the place opens on a Saturday. And yeah, I mean, what went wrong? I mean, because something definitely went wrong.
I said it from the get-go, the pace. The pace.
Yeah, no, y'all drink a lot fast.
Well, I had the 2 shots before we even stepped foot in there.
Yeah,
you just had 2 shots?
What do you mean?
No one else had whiskey?
They had 1.
I had 1 shot.
I had 2. I had 1 in the car.
Well, that's what's got y'all sick.
I mean, I don't know. I drink whiskey all the time.
Yeah, but
It was the volume of beer.
look, one time I was at Dessert Classic.
Yes, we were with you.
And I started drinking
I
whiskey, and
remember
I got kind of sick.
Yeah, you slept.
I didn't throw up.
No, you didn't, but you slept and you were, he was eating shit off the ground, I think.
I was not eating shit off the ground.
I'm pretty sure, or somebody was like throwing sticks, like, there was something.
Were you?
You don't remember?
Christ.
You don't remember laying by
Some
the
people
pond?
have a wild imagination.
You were about to go in the pond. Do you not remember us laying by the pond?
Yeah, I was betting y'all. I was trying to see how much money I could get off Ryan to go and jump in after that alligator.
I could have swore you fucking picked something up and, like,
No.
I could have swore. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with Jesse at the golf tournament.
No, I don't remember Nick being that bad that night or that day.
Oh, he was incredibly bad.
I wasn't that bad.
I didn't think
You
he
were
was.
so bad. What are you talking about?
I don't remember that.
Okay, we were sitting down.
I
For
do
a
remember
second,
that.
right to the side of the grandstands. There was the alligator that he kept saying he'll go in and grab and shit. Yeah.
What did he do?
You kept throwing little bits of sticks at him while he was, like, passed out.
I was not passed out.
That is, dude, I remember that specifically.
No, you posted a picture of me just laying down.
You were like on the bank.
Yeah,
of
but
the
I was not
water.
there for like an extended period of time at all.
So were you eating
No
the
more
sticks
than-
that I threw at you?
5 minutes.
Oh my God, I don't know. I remember we sat there for a minute.
Yeah, but I wasn't laying like that for a long time at all. That was like a very short period of time.
Maybe so. I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember it being that bad. I really don't.
You were throwing shit at him for a minute,
Yeah.
and he wasn't responding to you throwing sticks at his head.
Oh,
1,000%.
could be true. I don't remember.
And I mentioned your Disney World trip with your dad again,
oh, the acorns.
throwing the
man.
acorns and shit. But yeah, anyway, so we went bowling, and you are on camera. You say, "Yeah, I know I'm not going to drink very much because I'm not going to throw that many gutter balls."
Yeah.
And then like the first 5 bowls you had, I think
Well,
4
it's
of
your
them were
fault.
gutter balls.
It's your fault.
How?
I was bowling great the first game, and then
I was bowling
and then
great
you're like,
too.
Joseph, you're not drinking enough. Blah, blah, blah. Me and Cody are. That's what I told
Well,
you.
because
You
Cody
need to
kept
pace
telling me that I
yourself.
wasn't drinking enough.
And then I drank a little bit too much, and probably threw what 4 straight gutter balls,
Yeah.
and that.
No,
didn't
well, yeah,
help at
to
all.
start the round, to start the first of the
Yeah.
2 games. But yeah, so anyway, we start just really going at it. We started out with 4 pitchers. We put down anywhere from like probably 12 to 16 pitchers.
Yeah.
It was in that range for sure because I know we got minimum 12. We made 3 trips for 4 pitchers minimum. And I say it in the video. So the winner got Hooters, got their Hooters paid for. So me and Nick won. I didn't get Hooters. I made it to Hooters. And then I have a very good, I guess, awareness of where I'm at in terms of drinking. And I always know when I need to stop. And I say it in the video. I was like, I need to stop. I said, but I won't. I said, I'm going to 100% throw up at Hooters. And I did. In the parking lot, I threw up at Hooters like 4 times. But you threw up right outside the front door.
Yeah, kind of disrespectful of me. I
Yeah.
apologize, Hooters of Slidell. It's a good establishment.
Nah, he went in the garden. I've showed him the way.
But it
Yeah,
was
Nick
right
was
out
out
the
there
front
helping
door,
me.
though. Somebody sent me a picture. I could see him.
No, it
from
was the
door.
side door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nick was out there.
Like
helping me.
over there, they have a patio area. But no, Joseph was doing that thing where, he's sitting there. I'm like, are you okay? And he's going, getting hiccups. Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm like,
gosh.
Joseph threw up in my car once, so I know. I'm like, oh my God. I said, I better get him outside before he just throws up right here before we get our food.
I was
a good move.
I was so looking forward to the food too, but then it just hit me that I was like, I just am not going to be able to make it. I had to accept it and just went outside and waited in the truck.
I got the Daytona wings.
But then you
Yeah.
started
Dude, they were
started
good.
talking like Billy Madison to the
Yeah, I
waitress.
did.
apparently.
I did.
Alex said you talk like that for like 20 minutes.
Oh, probably so.
It was not 20 minutes.
That's just what Alex said. I got the text to prove.
No, it was just the video that you saw.
At the end when we were
Yeah.
paying,
That is
yeah.
okay. Yeah, he said something completely different
No.
then. So
Maybe Alec.
Like I said, I apologize to the fine establishment of Hooters in Slidell. They have great food, and we like to go watch our sports there. So
yeah, I don't know where we're at with the bowling tournament. So after that, I don't know if it's the best idea. I'm not saying it won't happen, but I was fully telling myself I'll never go bowling again.
I want
But
to
yeah.
go bowl again.
Yeah, no, I mean, we might have to run it back with the video and give that another shot. But yeah, so it was not a successful outing for sure, even though I won and still didn't get to even eat. A couple things in the NFL before we recap the wild card round. Lamar Jackson scrubs his Instagram, removed his profile picture and his affiliation with the Baltimore Ravens. Is he gone? Who else did that? Somebody else did that not that long ago, and he didn't end up going anywhere. But,
I thought it was the LSU players because they were getting death threats.
well, Booty did do that, and he is gone.
But
yeah.
did y'all hear about that?
What?
The sex scandal.
Yeah, actually.
Supposedly,
During the SEC
this is
championship.
total rumors, but supposedly he was involved in that.
Yes, I heard. I did hear that.
And that's kind of why
And it
I
was-
guess he
it-
changed his mind.
it was like
Wow.
it was the recruiting,
Yeah,
one of the directors
Yeah.
of recruiting or something. It was some woman whose job is to just go show him around, I'm sure. Like, that's the gist of what I gathered from it. And then there was another guy involved as well.
the wide receivers coach.
Was it? Okay. So,
Supposedly.
Well,
This is all made up.
well, I know Brian Kelly. I mean, they addressed it. Like, he addressed it.
Yeah, and he was like, he didn't see that there was any wrongdoing.
Well, what he said last was nobody on my staff
Yeah.
was involved with anything like that. So it's like, did you remove him from your staff and then make that comment so you're not lying?
I don't know. That wide receivers coach was like, when we got him, he's a big get.
Yeah.
So it would suck to lose him.
Is he still? He's still definitely.
Yeah, no, I
with
haven't
us?
heard anything.
Okay.
He basically, Brian Kelly was like,
It's
we hold a
lot.
high standard and nobody
Yeah.
did anything wrong, basically.
Yeah, that was very interesting. That I definitely heard that when that came out. So, yeah. So I guess we will. And then Dennis Allen confirmed to be coming back to be the head coach of the Saints.
Saw that.
What can you do? I honestly feel like a first-round pick's more valuable than Sean Payton right now, where we're at present day. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't think we get a top 10 pick for him. I mean, it'd be nice, but I know the Texans have 12. Even then, it's like speculation is that it'll be a late first-rounder. So, but I could see, like, it's like the Bears. If you believe in Justin Fields, you could trade back with one of, like, I don't know. They could work some shit out. Like, if the Bears are not in the market for a quarterback, maybe they could trade back to, and I don't know. I feel like John Gruden got 2 first-round picks.
I mean, we'll see. That's a speculation of so when you and 2 second-round picks.
Yes, and $8 million in cash, and he won a Super
So
Bowl
it's like-
year 1.
But before that, he hadn't won a Super Bowl,
No,
and he was relatively.
yeah, but he was young though.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah,
But Sean Payton
proven.
has a better resume than Gruden did at the time of that trade. So
Yeah, people are trying to argue that draft picks hold more value now than they did back then in the early 2000s. I don't really understand that, but draft picks are
still,
draft
though,
pick. The
dude,
players are still
I'm
the fucking
thinking
players.
at least like a first-round pick and a top 16. You know.
Oh, that'd be great. I think Sean Payton himself went on Colin Cowherd's
Yeah, but he
show.
doesn't have much.
Well, he said he talked to Loomis.
Yeah,
And he's assuming that he's said it seems like the compensation is going to be at least a mid to late first rounder.
Don't the Panthers have a bunch of picks?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to get something, and it's like maybe you can get something and then kind of parlay that into something better. Like you give up something later. If you really feel like your guy is in here, you get real aggressive and you go get him. I don't know. There's going to be moves to be made. Just how we navigate our way around the chessboard is going to be interesting to see. But all right, we will recap the wild card round and then give you our best bets of the week for the divisional round. Getting down to, I mean, we're in the nitty gritty now for sure. A very profitable week for Nick and myself. Not so much for Joseph, but it definitely could have been worse. We started it off with the 49ers against the Seahawks. Niners 9.5-point favorites. So at this point, at the conclusion of this game, I think I was already passed out on my couch. And I woke up and I was like, oh, they're up 30. I was like, okay, that's good. And then like went back to sleep. And I kind of did the same thing with the Jags and the Chargers. I watched the beginning and it wasn't going well. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to sleep. So then I woke up and I just hear Jags win. I was like half asleep. I was like, no fucking way. And I opened my eyes. I was like, okay. So yeah, I didn't even watch it. Didn't even see the comeback, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, so Nick and I were both 49ers minus 9.5. Joseph, you were on the under.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the weather anymore. I mean,
Well, we sat right here. I told you.
where
I
was
said-
the rain?
I said wind is more of a factor than rain anyway.
Where was it though? It
And
was
there-
non-existent. You can't trust meteorologists nowadays, man. They're just making shit up.
You can't, but you putting too much stock in rain.
Yeah, the
Put more
Niners were
stock.
the pick the whole way. This is a bad pick.
Put more stock in the wind. All right, so I had Niners minus 9.5, Jaguars plus 1.5. We started out great, 2 winners there. Dolphins and Bills under 46.5. This was kind of doomed from the start. Josh Allen kept turning it over, giving the Dolphins short field position. They quickly got back into this game with a 17-point second quarter. Never really had much of a shot there. But then we went on a run to close out the day. Giants plus 3. I told y'all the Giants are good. We've both been telling y'all all year the Giants are good. I said the Vikings are the best, worst team in football. 13-4, you lose in the divisional round. I'm sorry, you lose in the wild card round to the New York Giants. So Giants get the outright win. My lock of the week was the Bengals -6.5. So this one was wild. I was sweating this one big time, if I'm being completely honest. And it came down to the over the top with Tyler Huntley, but they did it from like 2 or 3 yards out, which made no fucking sense. Because I didn't see it as it happened live. I was doing something. So he goes over the top, the ball gets knocked out right into Sam Hubbard's lap, and he goes 96 yards for a touchdown. But I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like, got to see the replay. Like, how close is he? Did he break the plane? I go back and look. He was a yard away. He wasn't even close. I was like, why would you run that?
I don't know who punched it out, but it was a perfect punch right on the ball.
But it's like it wasn't even like you do that when it's like, oh, we can go real quick, touchdown. Like, he had another whole yard to go.
Yeah, from
and
that far out, if you're going to sneak it from that far out, you're better off just pile driving forward and having someone push
doing
you
the
from
Jalen
behind.
Hurts or just hand it to J.K. Dobbins, who was not happy after the game.
Yeah.
But so the Bengals would get a little lucky there, but our lock of the week, -6.5. They win by 7. And then Monday night.
Come on, bro.
Let's focus on Monday night. The end of an era. We thought it had been the end of an era last year, maybe even 3 years before that when he was throwing walk-off pick sixes for the New England Patriots. Tom Brady threw the ball 66 times, 35 of 66, 351 yards, 2 touchdowns, didn't score a point until the third quarter. I sat right here and I said, I think the Cowboys are going to win by 3 scores, and they did. Win by 3 scores, and the score doesn't really indicate just how one-sided it was because they get the onside kick there at the end after kind of a prevent touchdown, and Cowboys win 31-14. What do y'all have to say? Nothing? Postseason Tom Brady and y'all got nothing? You're not going to face the music? Face the music.
What do you want us to say?
I sat
pick?
right here. We doubled back like 2 or 3 times. I was like, I don't get it. They have been dog shit all year. All year they have been horrible. Offenses look like shit. Run game's been non-existent. Why do we feel like now they're going to show up? Because it's just Tom Brady?
Yeah.
I ain't falling for it.
Yeah.
I fell for that trap all year. It's exactly what I said. I said, fool me once, I am done. No more.
Is he coming back?
Don't care.
Do you think he is?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. They do the same. Yeah, but he did that shit. He did that shit last year too. They look like dog shit.
In the playoffs?
Yes.
He did that against who?
Couldn't even tell you.
He almost led one of the greatest comebacks against the Rams.
Oh, that was such fucking bullshit,
Yeah.
though. That was
I didn't
such
think he
bullshit.
did.
No, they started out horrible. They were down again like 30.
He has never played that bad in the playoffs. I mean, every throw he was missing. Every single throw. I mean, underthrows.
That
not
Rams
even
game,
close.
it was like how many different things could possibly go their way for him to have a chance?
Well,
we saw it all year. You know, that exact game felt like the first 4 times he played the Saints. Felt like those primetime games where he was throwing tablets where the offense just can't do anything. That's become like way more normal for him now than it never used to be even a thing. Now I feel like when I see Tom Brady in a primetime game, I'm seeing him yelling at the ground frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's become the norm. So he threw the ball 66 fucking times. 66 times. That is insane. You're not going to win like that.
Yeah.
You're just not. And
Yeah,
the Cowboys defense is good, dude.
oh, they're so good.
That's why I said Micah Parsons was going to be all over his fucking back. Micah Parsons wrecked that game.
What was the final carry total? I think like 7 carries the whole game. For the
Oh,
Bucs.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It was no more, I'm sure. Yeah, Micah Parsons, I screenshotted it. Micah Parsons had a hell of a game. 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 2 pass breakups, 2 quarterback hits, 9 quarterback pressures, the second most by any player in a game this season. Parsons had the most at 10 in week 2. Just flying all around the field. They wanted to go one-on-one with Donovan Smith off the left side. There was no chance. Y'all's only hope was at halftime when he got hurt. I was like, okay, fuck. Now y'all have life. But so 5-1 for me. Nick also went 5-1. The only difference being he was on the Buccaneers. And then Joseph
And the Dolphins.
Oh, and the Dolphins. That's right.
2-4.
and then I thought you had 6 plays? I thought you had 5 plays. Sure it's not 2 and 3?
No, they were 6 games.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So 2 and 4 for you. So after the 5 and 1, we've been just floating at 500 all year. We now have a little bit of breathing room. 53, 49 and 1, 12 and 7 in my locks of the week. Nick stretches out his lead a little further, 34, 25 and 3, 9, 8 and 1 in his locks of the week. Joseph drops to 32, 44 and 2, 6, 11 and 1 in his locks of the week. I felt incredible coming into this past weekend. I felt very good. Told everybody we're calling our shot, seeing the board really well, and it paid off. It proved to be true. I don't have that feeling about this one. This one's, I feel like, a little bit more difficult. What about you?
I don't feel like it's any. I think I have 4-0, 3-1, and
At worst.
I had a bad call or something.
I mean,
yeah?
y'all have a chance of going undefeated now that Brady's out because y'all would have bet him again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Good thing you didn't take that.
Yeah.
Those
the
side
futures.
wagers we were talking about. Wasn't I talking with you about one too?
What?
You said if I was going to give you like great odds or whatever the odds were, what bet were we talking
Yeah.
about? Was that Brady?
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have gave y'all 100 to 1. I mean, it's just
Whatever.
It's just a shame.
It's a little bit tougher this week, though.
Yeah, first game, 3:30 p.m. Jaguars and Chiefs. Obviously, the Chiefs are at home at Arrowhead Stadium. The line currently sits at 8.5 points. The total sits at 53.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Jacksonville +8.5.
That's what I'm thinking too, dude.
Undefeated on Saturdays.
Yes, that is true. It does feel.
Damn it, dude. We got to do this shit again.
Yeah,
It feels like way too many.
I'm looking at a lot of underdogs.
Because I feel like the Chiefs are overrated.
I feel like the
and then
defense.
that's it.
The
But why
defense-
does it feel like too many?
I just
It
feel like
was 24-0 in the first half.
yeah, but
That's
and
not
this is
gonna
the
happen
Chiefs.
again.
Well, this is the
he
Chiefs.
turned the ball over 4 times in the first.
Yeah, and a
half.
lot of those throws were like, they were good plays by the defenders, but also there was a couple
Tip
that were
balls,
tip balls,
yeah.
and it was misfortune.
Yeah, you're right.
So
No, that's fair.
This one does worry me though because it's like I'm leaning towards a lot of underdogs this week. It's like, is every underdog gonna? One of these teams are gonna get blown out.
Oh, son of a...
I mean, there's another one that it could be, but I'm gonna take the Jaguars as well. 8.5. That's a lot for a team that. I mean, when you make a comeback like that, you kind of you prove a lot to yourself. I feel, and they'll have even more confidence now, knowing that we were done, dead in the water, and scratched and clawed all the way and came back. So they have a lot of weapons on the offensive side. Like I said, I was passed out. So did ETN have a good game?
there was this.
Yeah.
Did you watch the end?
Yeah.
Dude, the fakes when they were lining up like they were gonna sneak it, and dude,
Beautiful.
ETN is so fast.
Yeah. That was such
It's
a beautiful
incredible,
play
dude.
call.
That was an incredible play
Yeah,
call.
It was.
Have y'all ever seen them
On
break?
4th down, too. 4th and 1.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen them break down how he runs?
No.
His feet, when he runs, he doesn't run like this. His feet are here.
Like-
He's running
like a
like
duck?
that. Like his feet. That's like a doctor broke it down in slow motion, and they were saying because he had the Liz Frank injury, but they were saying they don't get how he hasn't had a fuckload more foot injuries, but that the way because it's like the way he is going off his toes, but it's like off to the side and shit. So I don't know. It was weird. I just saw a video about it not that long ago. And it is funky how he runs.
No,
You don't notice it in full time. But,
He's a good running back, man.
oh, he's very
all around
He's
running
very
back.
good. Yeah, I mean they have weapons. They have obviously Evan Ingram at tight end. You could call him a wide receiver, and then Zay Jones and Christian Kirk, ETN out the backfield. It just comes down to Trevor Lawrence, because 2 weeks ago they left a lot of points on the field due to his inaccuracy.
Mm-hmm.
And then this week you nearly lose the game because you throw 4 interceptions, albeit not all on him. It's going to be come down to a field goal game, or they're going to lose by 30. So I don't think it's like, I think we're going to be tied late in the fourth quarter and a team's going to win by a field goal, or they're going to fucking get blown out. I don't think it's going to be like, we have a chance to backdoor cover, or Chiefs, whatever. It's tie ball game 7-7, and I feel like it's either going to be very close or it's going to be very one-sided. But I will take the Jaguars. Joseph, why are you taking the Chiefs?
I don't know, man.
Sometimes these little bits of information get dropped in your lap that Trevor Lawrence in his
What's the bits of
entire
information?
life,
It was 24-0
in his
in the first
entire
half.
life, he's never lost a game on
27
Saturday.
0.
27.
Yep.
Don't get me
Hell of a
wrong, dude.
comeback.
I mean, what a comeback. Incredible comeback in the playoffs. He looked great in the second half.
Outscored him 31-3 after that.
But it's like, man, if that's the Chargers, what do we think the Chiefs are going to do on offense? At home?
The Chargers have a good offense.
I really don't feel like the Chiefs and the Chargers, there's that much separation.
Yeah, the Chargers have a very good offense.
I feel like on a
Well,
neutral
what happened in the
field,
second half
that's
then?
a 3-point spread or something like that.
Shit happens.
What happened in the second half?
You get conservative.
They
Shit
scored
happens.
3 points. I don't think the Chiefs go that conservative. They learned their
The
lesson from
Chiefs?
watching that
But
game.
they really didn't even
Did
run
the
the
same
ball.
shit with Cincinnati last year in the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah, were they up
Where they were up
14?
21-0, I
Mhm.
think, and
Was it
Cincinnati
21-0?
came back
It was
and beat
big.
them.
They were definitely up big.
Yeah.
So you taking the Chiefs?
Yeah, man, look,
Hmm.
I don't know.
I would lean.
It's aggravating because the Chargers should have won that game.
Well, they didn't.
Yeah, but it's BS.
No, we told you.
And I feel like a lot of people are going to be on the Jags for that reason.
I don't know.
8.5, oh, it's too many. We saw what they did in the second half.
Sometimes it is too
We
many,
also
though.
saw what they did in the first half, too.
Sometimes it is just too many.
How many picks?
Are we still talking about that? They won the game.
But how many picks in the first? Seriously, I'm asking.
4.
4 in the first half.
Yeah, and you still win.
There was 5 total turnovers.
I mean, I hear you, but that matters.
That's why the
Yeah,
score
but odds
was what
are
it
that's
was.
probably not. Yeah, exactly. That's probably not going to be the case this week. If they turn it over 5 times in the first half, yes, we are fucked. But when's the last time they've turned it over 5 times in the first half?
2 times in a row. 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Never.
Or yeah, but yes, but I meant like even this season. Have they done that this season?
I don't know.
Probably haven't done that in fucking last 5 years.
Does he stay undefeated on Saturdays?
No, we don't need him to.
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking.
You think the Jaguars
I knew
win?
he was going to say that.
I pray to God they do. I hope they do.
No,
I got the Bengals 28-1. If the Bengals can get past the Bills and the Jaguars beat the Chiefs, oh my God.
I got too many dogs. I'm going to stick with the Chiefs.
All right.
I hate to do it because everything that I went against you guys last week
Lost.
But
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my gut here.
Learn from your mistakes. All right. Second game on Saturday. 7:15 p.m. a divisional matchup on Fox. The Giants versus the Eagles. Eagles are 7.5-point favorites at home. This one is very tough as well. Very tough. We just saw the Giants backups hang in there with an Eagles team that wasn't really up for it. I mean, they were, but they were just really just kind of out of sync, I guess, for a large part of the game. 7.5 points. This is another one of those where more than 7, I lean the Giants. What about you?
I'm going Philadelphia.
Are you?
Yeah. I just think the bye week here benefits them big time.
That's definitely a very good point. And I feel like that's why I said the 8.5. I was like, is every underdog going to hang close? And then I said I felt like, well, there is one other one that could blow them out. And I was referring to the 7.5-point spread of the Eagles.
You're not concerned with the half?
I don't know. The way I see it is like I feel like the Eagles are going to be able to move the ball, and I just don't know if the Giants on offense are going to be able to do enough to keep up.
Saquon did look really good, though. Really good.
So did Daniel Jones.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
he
a
ran
much-
the ball well.
It is a much different team, though.
I hear
The
ya.
Vikings are not good.
No, their defense is terrible.
Give me one other reason why you're going to take the
I don't know.
I think it is a good point
The
about
biggest question
bye
is
week is a
about
very
taking the Eagles is Hurts.
Yeah.
Is he still hurt?
Yeah, I know he wasn't throwing for quite a while there.
That's a good point.
But then he was. They have such weird games with their Russian attack. Miles Sanders will go for 150, and then he'll go for 7 next week. So it's like, are they going to lean on the run more with Hurts being banged up? But they have fucking guys at wide receiver. I'll take the Eagles. I'll take the 7.5. If it came down a half point, I'd feel much better, but I'll take the 7.5 with Philly. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith's been coming on. I don't love this one, but oh man. Joseph, what are you taking?
I am going to switch over to the Eagles.
God,
the half is a little bit concerning to me because I do think the Giants can keep
I take it back. I'm taking the Giants. I can't do it. I'm taking the Giants.
I'm gonna stick with the Eagles.
I'm taking the Giants. It was my first gut feeling. I'm going with the Giants. Brian Dabble, I like him. I think he's a good coach. I think they don't win, but they keep it close enough to be respectable. I hope. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but
You good?
so you're going Eagles?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Eagles.
You mean you were going to flip to the Eagles?
Yeah, but after you flipped back, I'm gonna stick with the Eagles.
Okay. All right. Sunday. This is going to be a big one. This is the game that we were going to see. We're in the process of seeing, and then DeMar Hamlin got hurt, obviously, so they had to cancel it altogether. Bengals and Bills in Orchard Park. Buffalo, 5-point home favorites.
What's the total of that?
Over-under sits at 48. So I guess we'll set the table. Last we saw, the Bengals marched down and scored, then held the Bills to a field goal, and then we're moving the ball again. We're right at about midfield after the collision between Higgins and DeMar Hamlin. So threatening to score again. That was the last taste of what we saw. This was in Cincinnati, though, when they played last. I see it's going to be right around freezing. I didn't see much of weather in the forecast outside of just it being cold. I don't know if y'all did. Bengals are fucking remarkably good against the spread. Like, not enough people, I guess, are talking about that. I know you mentioned it a few weeks ago, but 12-4 against the spread this year, I think.
Yeah, there's something like they're 21.
But over the last couple years, yeah, it's
and 4 something or something 20-5 maybe if you consider closing lines. So
yeah, they're 12-5.
but that's still incredible.
I don't understand how they're 12-5 against the spread when they're 12-4 record. But yeah, regardless, they're 6-3 on the road. It worries me. It definitely worries me. Neither team looked good last week. Josh Allen specifically did not look good, turning the ball over. I understand at least one was a tip ball, but his decision-making looked a little suspect. But the Bengals, the real issue here is the Bengals' offensive line. Again, one guy got a dislocated kneecap, so he's not coming back. Alex Kappa is week to week, they said. Wouldn't doubt it if he missed it as well. They had 3 guys on the offensive line that were filling in. How much stock do you put into that?
Von Miller's done, bro.
Yes, done for the year. And that is another point. Their pass rush took a hit.
Yeah, big time. So yeah, I mean, I still like the Bengals.
I like the Bengals as well.
It's
5
weird.
points
You wonder what would have happened in that game, and if that game, the Bengals, if they would have won.
What would the spread be today?
Yeah, or, you just never know.
I'd say 3, no more. But the fact that it's 5 is odd. That's got to be because of the offensive line and the issues with Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It's got to be. They have a good defense and a ton of weapons. So 5 points? Why is this not 3 points in favor of the Bills?
I mean, I think money's been coming in on the Bills, so it's been pushing that line.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it might have been 4.5, and then it went to 5 or 4.
Yeah, it was at least 4.
Yeah. I think also, too, it's like I have that ticket on the Bengals at 28-1. But if I didn't have that ticket, I would 100% take Cincinnati here. 5 points, it's like, how do you not take the team that's 12-4, 6-3 on the road, looks just as good as Buffalo, getting 5.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll take the Bengals, plus 5. What are you taking, Joseph? Same?
Bengals.
Okay, so interesting that all of our locks are going to be in the last game. Wow. Oh, you gave us your lock.
No,
You didn't even pick a lock.
No, this is
Don't
my
put
lock.
any confidence in Joseph's lock. All right. 5:30.
Chiefs minus 8.5.
What? What was that?
What's that?
Is that your lock?
Oh.
Is that his lock?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that your lock?
Maybe so.
You could just say yes if it was.
Well,
You forgot for the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking Cowboys Niners. All right.
It's just like, I mean, I don't really feel too confident about this game we're talking about, so I don't know how I feel about making my lock.
This is all of our locks now.
All right,
Yeah,
whatever.
no choice.
All right, 5:30 p.m. I mean, this was my lock. I remembered. So this was actually my lock. Cowboys and Niners. Niners at home, 3.5-point favorites. Total sits at 46.5. I think I'm going to have a play on the total, but that's not my lock. So for that, actually, yeah, I have question marks by it. I'm leaning under. What are your thoughts? And is this
What's the number?
46.5?
Yeah, I don't have a lean on that.
Okay. I'll hold off. Like I said, I put question marks by it. I was hoping, I don't know, y'all aren't coming to the table with much in terms of point totals. So
I would
try to.
if I did pick a total on that one, I would lean under. I mean, after seeing what they I mean, the 49ers is a different offense than Tampa Bay, obviously. They have a lot more firepower.
I think they're the most efficient offense since like week 12, and they've scored like 30 a game.
I mean, but both defenses are incredibly good. So
Yes.
it's like this is an under game, it feels like.
And then I was trying to look and see if there was anything in terms of, I mean, it was just last night, so there's not going to be much, but Parsons and his, he came back in the game, so I'm assuming he's fine. Another thing to consider is the extra, the Niners played, they have an extra 1 day, right? Or
A couple days.
is it's 2 days?
Yeah.
They played Saturday. Yeah, so they get 2 extra days. So, yeah, that's big.
But they didn't know they were playing until they got 2 extra days of rest and not necessarily of preparation, you know?
Because they didn't know who they were facing. Yeah. Yeah, but that rest does matter too. All right, so we will move on to
I would lean
Our
under
locks.
in the previous game, though.
Bills and
Yeah,
Bengals?
under 48.
Okay. But not an official give it out
No,
pick.
no.
Okay. All right. Now our most important bets of the week. Our locks for the divisional round. I'm going back to the Cowboys. Plus 3.5. I think Dak woke up, showed you something. I don't know what it was. 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns. He looked good after the first few drives. I think that the Cowboys can rattle. That's why I lean under. I think the Cowboys can rattle Purdy in this one. Is he going to continue to prove me wrong over and over again? It's very possible. He's looked damn good. Micah Parsons, though, coming off the edge, if they can get to him, there's got to be nerves involved. There's got to be something going on there, unless this guy's just fucking the next Tom Brady. So I'm going to take the Cowboys at plus 3.5. I think they can keep this one close. What do you think?
Yeah, how about them Cowboys?
You going with them?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, I just they're good.
As your lock of the week.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a good team. The Niners are a really good team, but like you said, it's Purdy. I know Purdy. I'm not betting on the guy.
I know Purdy too, but motherfucker, he's been
Shanahan,
doing
they do
well.
a good job of putting the quarterback in favorable position,
Yes.
but it's eventually he's going to be put in a position where it's going to be on him.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be this week, and I'm willing to bet that he's going to fold when the pressure's the biggest, you know?
Yeah, Dak looked good. God bless. We got to figure out what the fuck happened to Maher and see if he can put one through the uprights.
Yeah. He'll be all right.
That was like criminal that they kept making him go
I
out there
couldn't
and
believe
kick
it.
again.
I
That's
couldn't
why-
believe it. The fourth one, it was like, because after 3, you're like, all right.
Well, that's why I was like, okay, sit him down. He's going through it. You don't need him right now. Sit him down till you maybe need him again. I guess you want to like shoot, and you want to get rid of the yips by just going out and just go fucking make one, please. But good God, his face looked like he was just on another planet. Like he was just shrinking. His
I'm
eyes.
not gonna lie. After I missed 4, I would have just fell on the ground and started busting out laughing.
Oh shit! I would have like grabbed my hamstring or something and been like, I shouldn't have played through this. Like,
I fucking told you. Started yelling at the trainer.
yeah.
My fucking leg.
I said I couldn't go out there. I tried to fight through it. No, yeah, he was just like he was talking to himself. Like he kicked it and he's like, and like just saying shit.
God
I'm like,
damn it, I missed it again.
yeah, you know, he's like, you have absolutely got to be kidding me, because he missed the first 2 the same way, and then he came back and no, I think he missed all 3.
I don't know why kickers
one.
like to kick it on an angle like that.
I guess just because, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he knows like they fucking, I don't know. Maybe they pull slightly or they can get. I have no fucking.
It makes the
angle
it
different.
harder to hit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like kicking it straight is the biggest, gives you the biggest window between those uprights.
But yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ, can y'all let this guy get a little closer or something? Give him 5 extra yards. Let him scoot up. Fucking feel bad for
Yeah,
the
try
poor
kicking
guy.
it straight, man.
Yeah, my God.
People overthink shit.
All right, so your lock of the week is the Chiefs.
Yes.
Minus 8.5. Okay. You contemplated switching that for quite a while, so.
No.
Did you pick this game?
No, but Cowboys as well, plus 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, worries me about Diggs. Diggs fucking sucks, dude. I don't like Trevon Diggs. I think he's overrated.
I like the way their secondary played against Tampa, though.
Curse,
like the way they
Curse is
schemed.
good, but
Curse
he
is
got
good.
banged up a little
Yeah,
bit
he
too.
did. But they're both good to go.
Yeah, I mean,
But I like the way that
that's
they
where,
schemed.
That's where the 2 less days to recover comes in, though, because Parsons got banged up, Curse got banged up. There was multiple people that were dealing with injuries. Russell Gage, they reported he is fine. He's okay. Got full motion in all his extremities, and he's in good spirits. So that was good to see. But yeah, I don't know. This is going to be an interesting week. I felt great last week, called my shot, and we did well. This week I don't have that same feeling. I guess you do though. So
Yeah, I feel just as comfortable.
you do.
Maybe even a bit more comfortable than last week.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. So to recap, I have Jaguars plus 8.5, Giants plus 7.5, the Bengals plus 5, and the Cowboys plus 3.5 is my lock of the week. 4 dogs. 4 road dogs. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Take that with a grain of salt. All right.
I have the Jags plus 8.5. I have the Eagles minus 7.5. I have the Bengals plus 5, and then I have the Cowboys plus 3.5 as my lock.
I have Eagles minus 7.5, Bengals plus 5, Cowboys plus 3.5, and my lock is the Chiefs minus 8.5.
All righty. That is our best bets for the divisional round of the playoffs and our locks of the week as well. We touched on every game, but if you have any question on a point total or something that we didn't touch on, you can message us. We'll give you our opinion. Stop what you're doing. Go to the YouTube page if you're not already on it. Hit subscribe. I'm giving out plays of the day for college basketball. We're going to be trying to do more in that department coming up soon. But other than that, that's all we got. Shorter episodes with no college football now. So episode 142 is in the books. Do you have anything to say before we go?
Adios.
Good luck.
All right, y'all have a good one. Who dat?
The house always wins. Play long enough, you never change the stakes. The house takes you. Unless, when that perfect hand comes along, you bet big, and then you take the house. I've been practicing this speech a little bit. Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. It was good. I liked it.